Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out, or give them a call, 641-622-2191.
Here at Helmuth Ford, we are a small town dealership with no hassle and no pressure.
Experience Oskaloosa presents Pink Friday. This Friday, November 22nd. Doors open at 10 a.m. in Oskaloosa at Untamed Nutrition, Stepping Stones and Eagle's Nest, Stella's Salon and Boutique, Shop Gen Miracle, Salvage Designs, Muse Music Store, LaRue and Company, Hunter's Gifts and Cafe, Aesthetics by Lily, Brushed by Jude, Book Vault, Betsy's Boutique, and Barn Swallow Flowers. Check out these stores for more details. Pink Friday is a nationwide event dedicated to celebrating and supporting small and local businesses. And be sure to sign up for the Pink Friday giveaway basket valued at over $700. Experience Oskaloosa with Pink Friday this Friday starting at 10 a.m. Enchanted Events, located just south of Sigourney off Highway 149, is the perfect venue to host a wedding, graduation, reunions, and so much more. They can seat up to 500 guests. There's bridal and groom rooms, a large bar, and more. For more inquiries, contact Mel or Chelsea, or email enchantedeventsvenue@gmail.com, or find more information at enchantedeventsvenue.com. The Brooklyn Opera House in Brooklyn, Iowa presents live music on Wednesday, November 27th at 7 p.m. with Jake Simon and Blake Jack. Tickets are $25 in advance or $30 at the door. For more information, call 641-522-2424 or use the QR code on the screen. It's two of Iowa's finest country music acts, Jake Simon and Blake Jack. Wednesday, November 27th at the Brooklyn Opera House. Betsy's Boutique at 105 High Avenue West in Oskaloosa has uniquely different women's clothing from casual to dressy and everything in between. Betsy's biggest sale of the year is Small Business Saturday, November 30th, starting that day at 9 a.m. with their biggest discounts of the year, doorbusters, and giveaways to the first 100 customers to check out. Don't miss Small Business Saturday, November 30th at Betsy's Boutique, 105 High Avenue West, Oskaloosa. Steve Shetler Media presents Santa Steve's Stocking, a prize package valued at $1,000, $500 in cash, and $500 in gift cards from participating businesses. Please clearly print your name and phone number on your registration slips. One registration per person per business. Businesses have the option to require an in-store purchase in order to register. One winner will be randomly drawn from all the registrations from all the businesses on Friday, December 20th. In Oskaloosa, you can register at Julie's Homestyle Cafe, Shop Gen Miracle, Aesthetics by Lily, Betsy's Boutique, Stam Garden Center and Nursery, Brushed by Jude, Eagle's Nest Christian Bookstore, Mahaska Drug, and Oski Dental. In Lighton, register at Tassel Ridge Winery. In New Sharon, at Style Me Crazy. And in Sigourney, you can register at Casey's, Sinclair Napa, Barnwire, Brothers Market, Sigourney TV and Appliance, Colbert Feed, Copper Lantern, Sigourney Mercantile, and the Garden Gate. Register now and maybe win big just in time for Christmas with Santa Steve's Stocking.
And here's your host, Steve Shedler.
Check one, check two, hey!
Hey, hey, hey!
Good morning to you. Time for the morning wake up. On Steve Shetler Media, it's a Tuesday, November 19th. Right now, 52 degrees. And yeah, as mentioned in the little promo before we got going, yes, the Santa Steve stocking is a full go right now. Yesterday, I was making the rounds. I was dropping off the registration boxes. Still need to get a few out there. We're going to finish that up today. So still need to get a few Santa Steve stockings registration boxes out there. But I tell you what, I was out delivering registration boxes, picking up gift cards. Look, gift cards galore. As mentioned in the promo, $500 of gift cards, $500 in cash, your prize for Santa Steve stocking. So ton of gift cards, $500 worth. So somebody's going to win that. Make sure you register at those locations. Hey, we are doing the morning wake up. It is brought to us by our good friends at Brothers Market in Sigourney. And we thank Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor. Savings are made simple. Find out more at shopbrothersmarket.com. Download the Brothers Market app. We thank Brothers Market in Sigourney for being our headline sponsor. We thank Oski Dental for sponsoring the studios. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Dan at 641-673-4845, accepting new patients, and they're going to file your insurance forms for you. They're a Delta Dental provider located at 902 South 17th Street in Oskaloosa. Again, that's one of the locations I stopped into yesterday. Both of those, actually, Brothers Market and Oski Dental are both locations to register for Santa Steve stockings. So make sure you get into both of those locations for that. Let's take a look at our weather, sponsored by the Garden Gate, which is another location that you can get registered for Santa Steve stocking. Let's see here. Garden Gate, Sigourney, on the east side of the square in Sigourney, proudly serving Keokuk County and the surrounding areas for 27 years. Cloudy skies to start off today. I'm looking out my window. You can't see me, but I'm looking out my window. Some clouds out there, gradually clearing off. Breezy still today. Boy, it was windy last night. A high around 55 for today. Clouds tonight, again, gradually clearing off. So those clouds are going to be moving out this morning, coming back at some point today, and then moving out again tonight. A low of 34. Still breezy, not quite as downright windy as it was last night. For tomorrow, a slight chance, 20% chance of rain and maybe some snow. Snow? Ugh. Chance of some snow showers in the afternoon tomorrow. Breezy and a high of 44. Winds could gust up to 30 miles per hour. So definitely taking a turn for tomorrow. Tomorrow night, cloudy, blustery, a low of 27. Partly sunny and breezy on Thursday, a high around 40. Right now, current conditions, humidity at 86%. Winds are west at about 20 miles per hour. The barometer at 29.40, dew point at 49. And right now, according to the National Weather Service equipment right here in the Oski Dental Studios, we do have 52 degrees. So, yeah, windy day today, going to be clearing off, and highs in the 50s. Your weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Earlier this morning, as we do every morning at 6 a.m., we put up our This or That, sponsored by Stacy Flynn, Legacy Insurance Group, and Welcome Realty in Sigourney. This is being bored. That is being busy. What do you like? Comment on that post. I like to be busy, but I don't like to be, busy all the time. I like a little boring time, too. My boring time usually comes in the evening when we sit down and maybe watch a little bit of TV before bed. So this or that, bored or busy, brought to us by Stacy Flynn. Let's take a peek at our upcoming question of the day. It's sponsored by Amy's Salon House and Spa in Sigourney. Are people more rude around the holidays? I don't know. I think the answer is obvious on this one today. Are people more rude around the holidays? I think they are. I think people get grumpy. I think maybe people start off happy, and then they end up grumpy. during the holidays. So answer that at noon. Our Amy's Salon House and Spa question of the day. Hey, congratulations to Anthony Mark Schilling. Back at number 1. Look who's back. Back again. Anthony Schilling is number 1. Most engaged fan. You know, he had a streak of 14 straight weeks at number 1. Bruce Beinhart disrupted that last week by storming in and taking the number 1 spot. Now, is Bruce even on the list this week? I don't think so. He came in at number 1 and then he disappeared. So in and out, Bruce for a week. Now Anthony's back on top. Point-wise, destroying everybody. Bubby, who's watching this morning, Bubby watches every morning. Bubby, a solid number 2. I mean, Bubby's holding down that number 2 position. He's doing great. If it wasn't for Mr. Schilling, Bubby would be dominating this thing. But Anthony, number 1. Bubby, number 2. We got Curtis, Nancy, my wife, Stacy, at number 5. Dan, Lacey, Levon, Dave, and James rounding out the top 10. So congratulations. A solid 11 through 20 over there on the other side as well. So appreciate, this is just for fun, of course, the weekly top 20. Thank everybody for liking, commenting, and sharing. It keeps things rocking and rolling here on Steve Shetler Media. Let's take a peek at our tournament that's going on this month for the Fun of It tournament in November. We are doing Best 2000s TV Shows. Sponsored by Colbert Feed in Sigourney, another location for a registration box for Santa Steve's stocking. Stopped in there yesterday to drop off a registration box. And they are your source for horse feed, dog food, cat food, and bird food. So stop in there to Colbert Feed in Sigourney by the Expo in Sigourney. So our matchup going on till 6 p.m. today. Whew, I tell you what, if you were here in the studio, you would smell the reason why our cat is named Poopy. My good Lord. My eyes are going to water. Whew. Potent. Our matchup right now till 6 p.m. this evening is Sex and the City versus Friends. I think Friends has this one in the bag. I think Friends is going to win this one. So, I don't know. If you want to get your vote in, thumbs up for Sex and the City, heart for Friends. My good Lord, Poopy. Shoo! Let's take a look at our brackets for the Fun of It tournament. So far, we've got Grey's Anatomy, The Sopranos, and Breaking Bad in the Final Four. Looks like Friends will end up in the Final Four. So your next matchup will be Grey's Anatomy against The Sopranos, then Breaking Bad, most likely against Friends in the Final Four. So a solid Final Four for TV shows from the 2000s. That's what's currently happening. Again, we thank Colbert Feed in Sigourney for sponsoring our For the Fun of It tournament in December. What else do we have? Let's do our community calendar. It's brought to us by Enchanted Events. You can book your whatever event you have at Enchanted Events. I think their prices start at $100 to rent the venue, whether it's a wedding, graduation, reunions, so much more. Maybe you have a birthday party, whatever you got going on. You can rent Enchanted Events, have your party there. They've got you covered there at Enchanted Events just south of Sigourney on Highway 149. On our community calendar, let's see here. Do want to hype up once again. Want to help out my friends at Heartland Humane Society in Ottumwa, where we get our weekly pet every week. They've got a dog adoption special going on this month. All dogs 40 pounds and over, half price adoption fees. So take advantage of that with the dogs. And, of course, they've got all the cats. Cats and the dogs at Heartland Humane Society in Ottumwa. Take advantage of that special. I do want to point out, you may have noticed here, we've got a new sponsor for this week. Experience Oskaloosa has their Pink Friday coming up this Friday. So shop local in Oskaloosa. They've got a big list of different stores and shops that are going to be doing this Pink Friday special. Doors opening up at 10 a.m. for those different businesses on your screen. So if you want to maybe do some Christmas shopping in advance of the holiday season, maybe avoid the rush of the crowds, shop in Oskaloosa, experience Oskaloosa this Friday with Pink Friday in Oskaloosa. Let's see here. Need to pick one more thing for my community calendar. I haven't talked about this in a while. There is a bird food giveaway coming up at the Mahaska County Conservation on December 21st from 9 a.m. to noon. If you like to feed birds during the winter, this would be a great way to pick up some bird food. 10 gallons of cracked corn per family. Bring your own containers. Donations are accepted and appreciated. So check that out. That's at the Environmental Learning Center when you're going into Oskaloosa on Highway 92 from Sigourney to Oskaloosa. It's right there on the left-hand side. So a bird food giveaway coming up December 21st. Is that it? I think that's most. Oh, well, we got to hype up what's going on this week. We've got Paul Michael Davis, the rock and roller on the right-hand side of your screen there. The beard and the sunglasses and the hat on backwards. Paul Michael Davis going to be at Barnwired this Friday from 11:30 to noon, giving us a live interview, live music. So tune in, Paul Michael Davis. Be there in person or be here on Steve Shetler Media online. Coming up on Saturday morning, we will be back at Barnwired for the sports section. I tell you what, this sports section is loaded. It's loaded. I tell you what. We're going to start things off. We're going to wrap up cross country. Here a couple weeks ago, we had a bunch of cross country state qualifiers from all around the area. One young lady that couldn't make it was Chloe Glosser from Pekin. So Chloe going to be coming in on Saturday, hanging out at 8 a.m. She'll be our first guest of the morning. So Chloe Glosser from Pekin cross country hanging out this Saturday. And then right after that, we're going to get to Hall of Fame footballers from Sigourney Keota. It's like the Sigourney Keota, kind of like the Ring of Honor, if you want to call it that. Every Hall of Famer that Sigourney Keota has in the Iowa High School Football Hall of Fame is going to be in attendance at Barnwired in Sigourney. We're going to have Coach Bob Howard. We're going to have Chris Kaufman. We're going to have Derek Greiner. And then we're going to have the brand new inductee coming up this weekend, John McLaughlin. So all of those Hall of Famers from the Sigourney Keota football program in attendance, live interview with Andy McGuire coming up Saturday morning. So again, this is something you can come to Barnwired Saturday morning, watch the show in person, because, how often... This is kind of maybe a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to celebrate Sigourney Keota football, the Hall of Famer, every Hall of Famer in attendance this Saturday morning. So come in, get some coffee, eat some breakfast, watch the show, and then hang out afterwards, social time with the Hall of Famers. So a great picture opportunity as well. So check that. That's, again, a loaded show this Saturday at Barnwired in Sigourney. Of course, coming up on Friday night, don't want to overlook the fact that we're going to have some high school basketball for you as an early start to our season, our coverage here on Steve Shetler Media. North Mahaska taking on Montezuma. Girls game coming up on Friday night. Josh Clubb with the play-by-play. I'll be hanging out as well, running the camera, keeping the score updated. So North Mahaska versus Montezuma. Girls game coming up Friday night. High school basketball here on Steve Shetler Media. We are busy as usual. Let's get into the birthdays. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. And you and you and you. Hometown Real Estate. Nikki Leathers sponsoring our birthdays. You can get more information on what Nikki has to offer and listings at hometown-re.com. In some hometown birthdays today, we've got Iowa Country Music's Doc Johnson with a birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Doc. Brandon Tanner, Iowa, via I think they're in Japan. Brandon Tanner with a birthday. And then Amy Hammis with a birthday today as well. So happy birthday to you three on our birthday list. Sharing your birthdays with such celebrities as TV host Dick Cavett, turning 88. The rich guy. You like how he just lists him as a rich guy? Ted Turner. You know, he owns everything in Atlanta. Or at least he did. CNN, TBS, TNT. He owned the Atlanta Braves at one time. He owned World Championship Wrestling at one time. Ted Turner, 86. In fashion, Calvin Klein. No, I am guessing that a lot of people just think that Calvin Klein is just a name of a brand. But he's an actual person, and he's still alive. He's 82. Calvin Klein has a birthday today. Ahmad Rashad, from the world of sports. You know, it's like a sports TV host. Ahmad Rashad, his wife is it Felicia Rashad? Mrs. Huxtable from the Bill Cosby show way back when. Ahmad Rashad is 75 years old. Matt Sorum, the drummer for Guns N' Roses, 64. Meg Ryan and all of her plastic surgery, 63 years old today. Jodie Foster, the actress, is 62. Billy Currington, country singer, 51. And actor Adam Driver, Kylo Ren from Star Wars, and he's been in a ton of other things. Adam Driver, 41 years old. Those are your birthdays, celebrity and hometown birthdays, brought to us by Hometown Real Estate. Good morning to you. Hey, we thank Brothers Market for being our headline sponsor, and we're broadcasting from the Oski Dental Studios. Currently 52 degrees here in Sigourney. On this date, again, it is Tuesday, November 19th. On this date in history, we have 1493, Christopher Columbus. Not only did he discover America, he discovered Puerto Rico. So Columbus in Puerto Rico on this date. It was on this date in 1863, President Lincoln delivered his famous Gettysburg Address. Is that fourscore? I don't know. I don't know. Is it bad? Where's Julie Tremmel, the teacher, in the comments? We need Julie to chime in. Gettysburg Address. Show how stupid I am. 1895, the pencil was invented. How about that? The pencil. Pencil. Did I say pencil? Pencil. The pencil was invented. 1895. It was on this day. Well, actually, let's just go to today's National Day calendar. Today is National Play Monopoly Day. I don't know why that is today, but get out the Monopoly board and the money and play some Monopoly. It's why is this a day? It's National Have a Bad Day Day. I don't want you to have a bad day. I don't want to have a bad day, but it is National Have a Bad Day Day. It's National Carbonated Beverage Day. I always have a carbonated beverage within reach. Makes me burpy. And it's also World Toilet Day. So hug your toilet today. World Toilet Day going on today. What a bunch of weird days today. Let's see here. All right. I think we're to that point where we need to take a break and hear from some of our sponsors, including our headliner, Brothers Market. Brothers Market at 118 South Main Street in Sigourney, where savings are made simple. Go to www.shopbrothersmarket.com. Digital coupons, earn rewards, deal of the week, shopping deals, and more. And make sure you download the Brothers Market app. It is a smart way to shop. Get into Brothers Market at 118 South Main in Sigourney and let Rick and the staff help you out or give them a call. 641-622-2191. Experience Oskaloosa presents Pink Friday this Friday, November 22nd. Doors open at 10 a.m. in Oskaloosa at Untamed Nutrition, Stepping Stones and Eagle's Nest, Stella's Salon and Boutique, Shop Gen Miracle, Salvage Designs, Muse Music Store, LaRue and Company, Hunter's Gifts and Cafe, Aesthetics by Lily, Brushed by Jude, Book Vault, Betsy's Boutique, and Barn Swallow Flowers. Check out these stores for more details. Pink Friday is a nationwide event dedicated to celebrating and supporting small and local businesses. And be sure to sign up for the Pink Friday giveaway basket valued at over $700. Experience Oskaloosa with Pink Friday this Friday starting at 10 a.m.
The 2024 Iowa Nouveau from Tassel Ridge Winery is the first wine from this season's harvest. It's a fruity red wine with great plum flavors and just a hint of sweetness. With no barrel aging, it is all fruit, and it's made entirely with grapes grown in Iowa. The 2024 Iowa Nouveau is a great wine to accompany your Thanksgiving dinner. The 2024 Iowa Nouveau goes on sale at the winery and at several of our retailers on Thursday, November 21st. Plan to pick up a couple of bottles at the 2024 Iowa Nouveau for your holiday meals. Tassel Ridge Winery is located in Lighton on Highway 163 between Pell and Oskaloosa and is open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 to 6, Saturday from 10 to 6, and Sunday from noon to 6. Check our website at tasselridge.com.
Life's better when you're under our roof. Because when you feel totally protected, your family's free to enjoy their dreams.
Try it again. You're getting the hang of this. Good job.
American Family Insurance.
Contact Christy Tarr in Oskaloosa at 641-673-8965.
When shopping here at Helmuth Ford, we will do our best to put you in the vehicle that you want, that you love, and that is safe for your family.
Your safety is our focus. That's why we are a full-service repair facility.
We'd love to sell you a vehicle of your choosing. If we don't have it, we'll do our best to find it for you. If you're looking for a vehicle with low miles, a great price, and a friendly atmosphere, come visit us here at Helmuth Ford.
We look forward to seeing you soon.
See our full inventory at helmuthford.com.
Keokuk County Medical Clinic is your one-stop shop for healthcare. Our behavioral health providers offer a wide range of services to help you reach your goals. We have multiple family practice providers who see patients of all ages for acute and chronic care. Through a partnership with Bloom Pediatrics of Ottumwa, McKenna Bond, ARNP is here on Wednesday and Friday mornings to give your child the special care they need. Libby Dasso, PAC, is here for all your rheumatology needs. Jack's Corner Drug is located just down the hall for your convenience.
Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa. It's more than a drugstore. They offer framing, merchandise like collectibles, a gift shop, crafts, college gear, and more. Plus cards, candles, and a whole lot more. Mahaska Drug is open late and on the weekends to fit your lifestyle. For more than just a drugstore, call 641-673-3439 or stop by Mahaska Drug at 205 North E Street in Oskaloosa. Mahaska Drug. It's more than a drugstore. Hey, we are back with the morning wake up. It's brought to us by our friends at Brothers Market in Sigourney. You know, looking and going through some of our sponsors there during our commercial break. Mahaska Drug, another place I was in yesterday, dropping off a registration box. Tassel Ridge Winery, another location for registration for Santa Steve's Stocking. Trying to look down at my other stuff here. But yeah, just so many great locations for our Santa Steve Stocking this Christmas season. Get signed up. Let's jump into some things you need to know. Whoa. Some things you need to know. Spirit Airlines has filed for bankruptcy protection as of yesterday, if you ever fly with Spirit. Other stuff you need to know, Beyonce coming to your TV Christmas Day, as she has signed up to do the halftime show of the Baltimore Ravens-Houston Texans game in her hometown of Houston. Look for Beyonce during the NFL. The 73rd Miss Universe was crowned the other day. Miss Denmark won that, if you care. I don't know if anybody cares about that. Let's see here. Jason Sundance Head, country singer. He was on The Voice here several years ago. Sundance Head accidentally shot himself at his ranch in Texas on Friday. He was on season 11 of The Voice, the winner of that. He's 46 years old, was airlifted to a hospital by helicopter, and is in stable condition. So Sundance Head, the country singer, in rough shape. A bit of a royal scare in the UK. Some masked men reportedly broke into Windsor Castle Farm, close to a home of Kate Middleton and Prince William. So I don't know anything else about that story other than that. So kind of crazy. Red Lobster, they're trying to figure out their business model going forward. The word is that they are planning on bringing back something that disappeared from their menu a while back. That is Hush Puppies. Hush Puppies. Coming back to Red Lobster. Betty White. R.I.P. Betty. But she is going to be on a stamp. Betty White will be showing up on a U.S. postage stamp next year in 2025. The forecast is for a record number of travelers, both in the air and on the ground, for the upcoming Thanksgiving weekend. Upwards of 80 million Americans will be spending their holiday weekend away from home. We always spend it right around our hometown here in the big town of Sigourney. So we won't be going too far away from home here, but a lot of people will be. So just travel safely. The Houston Astros in Major League Baseball, they won a pair of World Series and 4 National League pennants while playing home games at Minute Maid Park. But from now on, their stadium has a new name. It's called Dakin Park, as in Dakin Comfort Technologies. They signed a 15-year deal for their name to be on the stadium for the Houston Astros. I don't know. Minute Maid Park sounds better to me than Dakin Park, but that's the way it's going to be. And another sign that, traditional media is going by the wayside, the Associated Press, the AP, is laying off or buying out 8% of its staff. So, it's about a tenth of their people getting being shown the door at the AP News. Let's go to the impossible. Today's impossible question. If there were 25 hours in a day, 25% of people surveyed said that they would use that extra hour to do this. What do you think? The answer is not what I was thinking. Again, if there was an extra hour a day, 25% of people surveyed said that they would use that extra hour to do this. Think about that. Let's take a look at the comments on my phone. We got Bubby, Dan, Patrick, Sandy, Sherry, Jackie, Sherry, Dixie, Anthony, Nancy, Pat. Anthony, congratulations on reclaiming the number 1 spot on the weekly top 20. Today's impossible question: if there were an extra hour a day, if there was a 25th hour in a day, 25% of people surveyed say that they would use that extra hour to do this. I mean, my immediate thought was sleep. But the answer that is on this is they would exercise. What? Say what? I think more people would sleep than exercise, personally. Let's get weird.
That is weird.
In some weird today, experts are baffled by the unexpected movement of the North Pole, which is currently drifting toward Russia. What? Yeah, that's where Santa Claus is located, on the North Pole. He can't become a Russian. The shift in the Earth's magnetic field, particularly the movement of the magnetic north, could significantly impact technology, especially smartphones and navigation systems that rely on magnetic compasses. I'm more interested to see if Santa Claus will become a Russian. That's what I'm getting out of this story. There's my cat making some noise in the background. I don't know what's going on. Poopy, chill out. There's a picture, evidently, making the rounds of President Donald Trump and his son Donald Jr., causing a wave of online reactions after the photo showed them enjoying some McDonald's on a private jet with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in the background. Now, the image shared by Trump Jr. on social media prompted speculation about the nature of their meeting, with some users humorously accusing the Trumps of holding RFK Jr. hostage. So, who knows? Who knows what they're... I mean, isn't RFK Jr. going to be like the head of the Department of Health or something like that? I doubt if he was eating the McDonald's. That guy's in shape, RFK. Let's go to Alaska, where they're shooting down UFOs. UFOs are real, people. It's called the Alaska Triangle. Already known for strange phenomena and disappearances, became the center of international intrigue after a UFO was shot down by U.S. F-22 fighter jets. So, I mean, they're not even trying to hide it. They shot down a UFO. The unidentified object detected in U.S. airspace prompted immediate military action due to potential threats to national security and commercial flights. Now, I'm sure the government will cover it up, and they'll say, oh, it was nothing. It was just a bird flying overhead. They shot down a UFO. And then finally, in the weird, at least today, residents in Connecticut neighborhood have reported hearing eerie, unexplained screams at night, sparking fear and speculation. The chilling sounds, described as loud and haunting, have prompted discussions of potential wildlife or paranormal activity. Local authorities are investigating the source, urging residents to remain calm and vigilant. The incident has heightened community awareness and fueled intrigue about the mysterious phenomenon. So, scary screams in the woods of Connecticut. That is weird. Let's go to the files of law and disorder. In some disorder, sounds like human trafficking. A criminal network stretching from India to Canada made money smuggling families seeking better lives in the United States, which included an Indian family, of a family of 4 who actually died in cold snow and bone-chilling temperatures 2 years ago. Federal prosecutors plan to argue at a trial starting on Monday in Minnesota. Prosecutors have accused an Indian national of running the scheme and a guy from Florida for waiting in a truck for 11 migrants, including the couple and 2 children who died after they tried to walk across the border to the U.S. So going from Canada into the U.S., of course, everybody looks at the Mexican border as the place for troubles, but people are also sneaking in from Canada, and unfortunately, they're dying in the snow, it sounds like. So, bad news there. Let's do something a little bit lighter, shall we? Something to make you smile.
Something that makes you smile.
Something to make you smile, brought to us by our friends, Dr. Stacy Freeze at Lifetime Dental Solutions. You can go there for cleanings, pediatrics, extractions, dentures, and more. Lifetime Dental Solutions on the east side of the square in Sigourney. And in something to make you smile, well, this does the heart good. Oh, just does it good. 3 teenagers stumbled upon an envelope containing $50,000 while walking. They chose to do something right. They didn't just steal the money and go buy TVs and, a PlayStation and whatever else, and maybe a new car. Instead, they turned the money over to authorities. I mean, can you imagine that? Being a teenager and finding $50,000? They turned it over to authorities. The teens' honesty surprised many, with officials commending their integrity and their sense of responsibility. Now, this full story will be posted here in a few minutes at 7:45 this morning on Steve Shetler Media Facebook. Something to make you smile. But yeah, teenagers doing the right thing. Good to hear. Good for them. And then finally, let's go to the duh.
Duh.
As you can, let me move my microphone. Right here, right by my paper, you can see my cat. I've got a little toy pro wrestling ring set up, and the cat is currently in the ring. He is going to wrestle the Road Warriors. So Poopy is in the ring. Maybe I should do play-by-play. Poopy, what are you doing? He is currently beating up on Road Warrior Animal. In some let's go to Vegas. An investigation underway in Vegas after a local dad who called 911 over a break-in at his home was shot to death by police. when they responded to the call. So he called 911. The police showed up, and they shot and killed him. Also in the story, per a release from the sheriff's department, a report started pouring in early Tuesday about a shooting on Wine River Drive. Those included one from 43-year-old Brandon Durham, who stated, quote, multiple people were outside shooting, and that he was barricading himself in his bathroom with his teen daughter. Now, evidently, when they showed up, things were obviously very chaotic, but they ended up shooting him and killing him. So, well, that's bad. The police officer, and the whole situation gets a duh.
Duh.
All right, let's take one last look at our forecast for today, as we are going to be clearing off today. I think that's starting to happen right now, at least in Sigourney. We've got gradual clearing and a high of 55 and breezy. In fact, some would say windy, with gusts up to 35 miles per hour. Tomorrow, snow. Snow is in the forecast for tomorrow. Snow showers. Just a 20% chance, but we might see some flakes flying tomorrow, so be aware of that. Your weather is sponsored by the Garden Gate in Sigourney. Again, one of our sponsors and registration box spots for Santa Steve's stocking, as is Brothers Market in Sigourney, who is also our headline sponsor for the morning wake up, as is Oski Dental. Yes, even Oski Dental is on board with the Santa Steve's stocking, their registration spot. Give them a call and schedule your appointment. Get in there, 641-673-4845. All right, video-wise, coming up today, let me look up at the schedule. We've got, of course, in remembrance of, coming up at 8 a.m., we'll have Successful Farming coming up at 5:30. Pastor Aaron Fleming and I will have Real Talk with Aaron and Steve coming up this evening at 6:30. And then I think I'm going to move the What's Happening community calendar video. Usually that airs at noon. I think I'm going to push that off till 7 o'clock this evening. See if that will reach more people at 7 this evening. We'll see what happens. What's happening in Southeast Iowa community calendar video. We'll put that up at 7 this evening. Anyway, that'll do it for today. Thank you guys for tuning in for the Morning Wake Up, sponsored by Brothers Market from the Oski Dental Studios. Otherwise, you might see me, and I think my buddy Neil might be tagging along today as we deliver the rest of our registration boxes for Santa Steve's stocking. So we'll be out and about in the area. If you see us, say hi. Otherwise, we'll see you back here. Actually, Neil should be in tomorrow morning with me bright and early tomorrow morning on the Morning Wake Up. So tune in. We'll do it again here on Steve Shetler Media.